Hello! So what is it, day 5? I can't even remember anymore. This is my boy Brick, also known as Jonathan. Who's down today helping me. Well, as I think I mentioned, I'm helping him / offering moral support rather than him helping me. But he's putting us a new door on there so that the back is secure. If you're looking there, we'll be doing a lot of clearing, which is, well, a lot of just wrangling stones and throwing granite all over the place. And honestly, it's good hard work. I'm going to feel it tomorrow, but it's good hard work. The other thing that we've had today is, well, we've had a roofer down, so it's all booked in to get the roof all sorted. And then we've had an electrician in trying to help us find where the actual power supply comes in. So the previous owner from this, what I understand, and this might not be entirely right, what I understand is he wanted this whole place to be off grid. There were a couple of solar panels on the back, as I showed you, that he was, I guess, thinking he could power a whole house on 2 solar panels. But because he was going off grid, or at least I'm assuming this is why, he's completely buried the consumer unit, the access, well, assuming there is a consumer unit, he's completely sealed off where the power comes in. So we've been pulling things off the walls and going around with, electricity detectors and things like that. Had no luck. We're 90% sure that it's going to be in this piece of wall here, more than likely this end, based on the signals we've had outside in terms of, live wires under the road. So I think what I'm going to have to do is get an electrician in. So this was, the guy that was helping me was a guy from Scottish Power, so he's not like a domestic electrician, he was the guy, helping me figure out where it's coming from. But what we have is a lot of incomplete wiring all over the place. So what people can do is, what electricians can do is you can put a little device on one end of a wire, and then it kind of puts a signal into it, and then with a detector you can effectively trace the other end. It makes the end of the wire have some sort of I guess it must be some sort of a charge thing. So I think that's what we need to do next. I can start putting holes in it, but I don't think I'm going to be enjoying that. Otherwise, we're just getting on really. So groundwork is going okay. Let me show you what we're thinking is. Oh, sorry mate. So I say we, the royal we. What I'm thinking is, we've got all this rubble. We've got 2 bags of sand. And also we've got a load of mulched down green waste all over the property. Also we've got a couple of really cool boulders, like really big things, and then some stuff that just needs to be smashed up. So flatten it off, cover it in the sand, cover it in the soil. This goes from a wasteland to a garden, which, I mean, it sounds easy when you say it like that, but I'm sure it won't be. The other thing that I'm thinking is around here. So this bit, that's going to get sorted. And this section here, if I put a little roof on it, and if I take out a chunk of this, so I can actually get in, this would be an ideal spot for my forge. Clear all this out, make it all nice. Maybe, level off the ground, put some chuckies down or something. Yeah, there's definite good things that can be done here. So got to get the roof, got to get the power. Plumber came yesterday, and he's going to come next week. He can hit the water. Yeah, it's all coming on. Woke up today, as usual, with existential dread, because a big part of me is constantly going, "What are you doing? Why aren't you earning? You're putting your whole future, your family in jeopardy. But I understand that's catastrophizing, and my wife was wonderful this morning, Nina. We just had a coffee, we talked all through, and she's like, "Sun's getting real low, John. Sun's getting real low." So we're gonna be okay, and this is gonna be fun. And also, it's always the first couple of weeks on a project that are the scariest, because that's when you find everything. That's when you get your first estimates in, and that's when you've got to do all your clearance, all your ground clearance before you've got to take everything out before you can start putting the new stuff in. And so I think I've just got a lot of things combining to make me stressed. Also, what doesn't help is because we're now living a big frugal life, I'm not buying beer quite as freely as I was. So I'm not even getting in at the end of the day and having a nice beer to calm my nerves. But that is, that's not what I should be doing anyway. That's not. If you become reliant on something to get you to calm down or to get to you through the end of the day, that's not a good way to be, is it? So yeah, many things at once. But I think we're broadly positive. I think we know the direction of travel, even if we don't know quite where we're going to end up.